Hey, it's your boy SolaceAcheron here, and today I have more videos on how to beat stall. That's right, you thought that I was only going to be able to show you how to beat stall on a room tour once. Wrong! I've got not one, but two replays today from the same tour. Holy crap, stall is everywhere and it is gross. But speaking of what the fuck is going on, what the fuck is that on the screen? What is that? Did Nintendo decide to give up on the furries Aurora and make a better event Pokemon? Alas, not the case. But Smogon, the nice people over at Smogon decided, you know, just like they do all the time, they're gonna create a Pokemon or cap. And this cap is called Jumbo. Jumbo! And God, is it good. As you can see over here, it is Grass Fairy with Drought. And look at those defenses, 92 HP, 97 defense, 104 special defense, and then give it Keldeo-like special attack and a speed that is, while it does not hit 100, it is still very, very fast. And did I mention that it has Drought, which means, you know, it can, well, first of all, obviously it gets Moonblast, but it can set up, you know, Synthesis does 70, heal 75, and, you know, Solar Beam doesn't need to charge, and, you know, it beats Pelipper, and this Mon also gets Flame Burst. Of course, the people over at Smogon are crazy. Yeah, let's give a grass type Drought and then also give it fire type coverage. That would be great. Yeah. And you know what? Just because it's weak to Scizor, give it enough defense that it can live a Scizor Bullet Punch. Absolutely. So, of course, the OU room over on Showdown decided they're going to do a little room tour with this, and I got pretty lucky. So, we're going to go to the first battle, which is against Rocket Fuel Giant. And as you can see, that is disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. You've got Chansey, you've got a Mola Mola, or a Loma Mola, or whatever. You've got, you know, Zapdos, defensive Mega Scizor, defensive Gliscor, and you've got Heatran. That's stall. That's definitely stall. And then over on my corner, you've got a modest Jumbo with Heat Rock to set up for Z Celebrate plus Growth Venusaur. Though I really regret not having what I have in the second battle, and I will explain that shortly. This is the team I had built at the beginning, was using through the tour. So that's when I see it and I say, I guess this is where I'm gonna lose. Because yeah, I thought I was gonna lose. I've got Scarf Kyurem B. I've got your normal Fat Toxapex. I've got, no, I don't remember what kind of Landorus I have. Landorus T I have. But I have Mega Latios with Earthquake, and I have Hidden Power Fighting, because, you know, I'm scared of T-Tar. T-Tar is scary. Not as scary as Scizor, though, so I don't know why I didn't have Hidden Power Fire, but alas. Apparently nobody had seen Jump Out to the tour at this point. But anyways, let's start. I'm going to show you how to beat Stall with the normal team. And the key to beating Stall is to play really bad players. So first, he's going to lead with Gliscor. I'm going to lead with my, you know, Frieza from Dragon Ball Super, because this is a tournament of power team. I'm going to go straight for the Psychic. I'm not going to Mega Evolve because I don't want to show him that I have Earthquake. Because I'm hoping here, after he goes for Toxic, that he'll go out to Heatran and I can hit him with the Earthquake. Oh, but Scizor, and it does nothing. I did predict something to come out, though, so, you know, kudos to me. You gotta predict really hard against. Anyways, I know it says top, but it's supposed to be Topo, you know, from that. As he goes for a Technician-boosted Hidden Power Ice. What the hell? That did so much. I think I'm Scarf or something. Doesn't matter. I get up my rocks. I die to that. And we're in pretty bad shit. I go out to my main man, Goku, my Jumbo, and I decide, You know, maybe he knows something about this. He looked it up. He knows that I live Bullet Punch and I can kill him with Flame Burst. He doesn't know that and goes straight for Bullet Punch. So I have that in mind. Yeah, Vrin, show Toxapex. Yeah, yeah, I know Toxapex walls this thing now. He goes for another Hidden Power Ice. What the hell is he doing? What's he trying to catch? As he goes out to Alomomola. And I throw off a Skull here just to try and get a burn on that Scizor. But I catch it on the Alomomola. And, you know, of course, that's going to be nice because it means chip damage. He's going to go for a knockoff as I'm going to go for a T-Spikes here. I know it only hits one Mon, but at this point I have lost Landorus. It's going to be very hard to break Chansey. I need that T-Spike up as I'm going to go into Jiren. And of course, Jiren is my Kieran Black because look at those arms. As Alomomola is going to go for a Wish and try and pass it into the Heatran, and that is going to be extremely successful. I go for a Hidden Power Fire, hoping to hit that Scizor, because, you know, Scizor is supposed to be the switch-in for Kieran Black. As I go back out into my Mega Latios, and this thing is getting slowly whittled. I don't have Roost on this Mon. As he goes for, you know, first a Lava Plume, and then he goes for a Protect, and then, yeah, I was pretty mad. Like, who the fuck goes right out in the Heatran against a Kieran? What if I predicted that? Went for Earth Power, you know, as a safe mid-ground play. Here I go for an Earthquake, trying to hit that Heatran, because I also have trouble breaking through Heatran, too. I'm in real shit, man. Down goes my Mega Latios. I'm down 6-4. At this point, I should probably quit, right? Go back into Jump Out. This is when the Ultra Instinct begins. Play Ultra Instinct music. So I go straight for the Giga Drain and I take it out. Things are looking good, right? Here comes Scizor. Scizor's scared, doesn't want to go for a Bullet Punch. Goes straight for Flame Burst. Down goes Scizor. Oh my goodness gracious. Now it's a 4-4 game. Somehow. Out comes the Zapdos. And of course, I'm going to go for a Moonblast just to gauge the damage. This thing looks kind of like Spadaf or Mixed Staff or something. Because that did nothing. Or maybe max HP is just really that bulky. Goes for a Heat Wave and misses. Obviously, I'm Ultra Instinct. Okay, and the Ultra Instinct music because now Jiren's out. Goes for a Heat Wave to 26%. At this point, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Chansey comes out as I go for an Earth Power because I'm like, well, last time he went out to Heatran on this, so I'm going to go for Earth Power. It does nothing, but take a look at this Chansey. It took almost 33% from Rocks plus Poison plus Earth Power. So, you know, and now it's barely above half. Like, what? Yeah, so much so that, you know, Chansey has to go for a Softball. As I go up for another Toxic Spikes. Key play there. To help whittle Chansey down every single time it comes in. Because it's the only thing it hits. It's Chansey. I'm doing it just for Chansey. In comes Gliscor, as unfortunately the sun ends for me. But as he tries to get up a Roost instead of going for a, you know, a game save Defog, you know, he decides, I'm going to go for a Roost and try and get that. But no, you're defensive or maybe offensive Gliscor. It's not going to help you. But what is going to help you is going out in Heatran, and unfortunately Piccolo is totally walled by Heatran. Oof, who would have thought? As I go out to Toxapex, aka Android 17, and I get burnt by the Lava Plume, but it's totally fine, because you know what? Scald a day keeps the Heatran away. Speaking of Scald, out comes Gliscor, takes Stealth Rock damage, and dies to Scald. I don't understand what's going on. You do have a Chansey. You do have a Chansey that you could go into. I mean, I'm just going to stay in and stall you out, but, I mean, you do have a Chansey, and now you go into it. As you go for Seismic Toss, and at this point, I'm like, well, any, you know, damage I can get is good damage. Even the little amounts with Scald, the little 6% is huge damage. And trying to whittle down this dumbass player with his stall team, who I am currently beating somehow. And at this point, Vren asks, dude, why is the entire tour except Solace, you know, running stall? The other two players at this point both had stall, and they are still playing. So, you know, and I said, because I'm not a sad fuck, that's why. You know it. You damn right know it. So out comes Zapdos as I went for Recover. I'm not going to stand on Zapdos. I am going to go at the Kieran because at this point, where's his Fusion Bolt switch? I mean, I'm going to take Rocks. take poison. You know, goes for Heat Wave, does nothing. I'm just gonna keep going for Fusion Bolts. Now it's at 22%. As he goes for another Heat Wave instead of, you know, he's got pressure, right? Why isn't he going for Roost? I don't get it. He could have won right there, but no. And then he switches out into Chansey with the... What is this guy doing? What is it? Now Chansey's at 8%. Yeah, Fusion Bolt's gonna kill. Hell, Struggle probably would have killed. I think I still have PP for it. Out comes Heatran. And of course, so, you know, I'm not going to stay in on Heatran. I'm going to go out to Toxapex, try and whittle it down as much as I can before I do go out into Acheron once again. And maybe try and make a prediction. But of course, you know what? I'm just going to stay and keep going for Scald. Yeah, top 10 chokes. Top 10 anime chokes right there. Damn right. Gosh. That is how you beat stall players, is you realize that they are bad. They are really bad. In comes Zapdos, attempting to predict Recover? And now down goes Zapdos, and guess what? He's gonna forfeit because he already knows I have Earth Power Kyurem, and at the very worst, that Toxapex is going to wall. So we move now to the game finals. And I teamed the fuck out of him. Whine all you want. Dislike this video. Come play and bitch about it. I don't care. Let me tell you. After I had finished that other battle against that stall team, I was contemplating just quitting. Being like, okay, whoever wins that stall battle can win. Sat there for a minute. Looked back. It's on turn like 70. Holy crap, all the Pokemon are still alive. Oh, jeez. Maybe I should, you know, start building a final team for this. You know, a little bit of heat, a little bit of, you know, stall breaker, a little bit of, I'm gonna fuck you up if you bring stall in the last game. I'm going to destroy you. And I'm going to use Jumbao. Of course I'm going to use Jumbao. It was a Jumbao themed tour. All these people are so tryhard. Like, literally, the room gives you a Pokemon to use. A Pokemon that you will never use again. That is kind of cool. And you don't build a team around it? You don't take the 5 minutes they give you to build a team? Well, I got 10 more minutes after I built this team, just sitting there waiting. As you can see, I changed things up a little bit. Instead of a Kyurem Black, I have a Pangoro. And not just a Pangoro, but I have the CTC Hita Fajita Special Sub SD Pangoro. You know, so that when that Chansey tries to go for Toxic, which you'll see later it does, I sub up on it and I do some major damage. I've got, you know, Mega Mawile, who simply just destroys everything. Who cares about Unaware? You can't Unaware huge power, man. And of course, I've got the Stall Breaker Mana Feed, the Tail Glow plus Raid Dance plus Rest. It'll basically 1v1 anything that's not Suicune. So, and of course, he doesn't have a Suicune on his team, so we're in great luck. And I changed one more thing on the Venusaur set. Well, first of all, I made Jump Out Life Orb, and I gave it Solar Beam, and I made Venusaur Z Earthquake and just Growth, because I didn't want to run into another Heatran. Let's begin this mess of a game. Of course, he's going to lead off Sable. I'm going to lead off with my Tree. I renamed him Tree. I also gave everything new. Yeah, I built a whole damn new team. Life Orb Moonblast does fucking 97 to Sableye. Get the special attack drop, knocks off my Life Orb. Do I fucking care? I'm going to switch right back out into Pangoro, knowing he's going to go right into Chansey. And what am I going to do? I'm going to go for Sub right on the Toxic. Damn right. I told you. I fucking told you. I'm going to slow this down. So I'm going to go for a Sword Stance here on the Zapdos. Now, fuck this Zapdos. Fuck this Zapdos in particular. Goes for Discharge. Yeah, knocks out my Sub. Of course it does. You know, knockoff does 57%, and it doesn't knock off an item, which means he might be Z-move. Goes for Discharge, gets the paralysis, full para. Fuck you! Fuck you! Are you kidding me? Everybody in the chat was fucking mad. I was outraged. I was so mad. How could you? That thing was literally going to win. Out comes Chansey as I go for a stupid Moonblast. I do get a crit. It does 23. What does it fucking matter? Out comes my gay Pex. He's gonna go for Toxic. Not a really good play. Could have gone out to Venusaur. Out comes Sableye trying to get recovery up on this. Fuck, I know that's happening. I'm going for Scald. Goodbye, Sableye. Now I can get up my hazards. Or also like, oh, this is a Chansey. You can get up Toxic Spikes. Well, yeah. Now he goes for a Discharge. No, he doesn't get the para yet, but he does a ton of damage. But yeah, he wanted to catch. Anyways, so I get up T-Spikes. That's pretty big. Unfortunately, he goes for Discharge and gets the para again. And at this point, I'm like, does this Zapdos, because this Zapdos is offensive, does it even have Defog? It goes for Roost. I see that. I'm paralyzed. So I can't go for a Scald and get it burned. You know? Goes for a Defog here. I'm gonna speed it up now. Get paralyzed again, as obviously, and I was like, thanks for free T-Spikes, and it's not free because it has Defog, and I'm like, what the fuck? Gets paralyzed again. You know, here it comes out. It's recover, all this shenanigans, Discharge. You know, people are fucking mad. They keep saying this. This is Stall at its best. Fuck Stall, in particular. Just a stupid bad play style. Anyways, at this point, I'm upset. I'm going to go out in a jump out on a Discharge. Out comes Chansey. I go for another failed Moonblast. At this point, I'm getting kind of desperate. But I am slowly whittling that Chansey enough to the point in which right now I can go out to it. But he decides, no, I'm not going to go for a move. Yeah, so, and then of course there's Muggiile. Anyways, I go for an SD. I don't actually have Sucker Punch. And this is Z Fire Heat Wave Inferno Overdrive, and it roasts that. I am in a shit situation. I have to go out to this, get up the sun. I know that he's going to switch out because he does not want to take damage and miss a Heat Wave because he is a pussy. Anyways, out comes the Zapdos again after the Chansey because he knows that this thing is scary. It's very scary, especially when I go for a Growth and I have +2. Sludge Bomb almost takes it out. Almost. Heat Wave does so much. It does 96%, but I got the poison on Zapdos. Zapdos is fucking dead. Fuck that mine. Ugh. Zygarde comes out. And this is actually where the game ends. Ironically. Even though 37 on a +2 Giga Drain. What the fuck? This is full Spadef Zygarde. That's disgusting. But because it's full Spadef, I know it's like sub-toxic. It probably coil, so it doesn't actually have a way to boost its speed. So it's always going to be slower than Manaphy. Goes for Toxic on a Manaphy. Do you not get the hint here? I built an anti-stall team. That does 49%. And people are like, how the fuck did you do that? That actually did quite a bit, doing half. Goes for Toxic. And as he goes for a 1,000 arrows, and it does 30%, I get up the rain. Hydration, the Toxic is useless. We in business, baby. Now Surf is doing a shit ton. People are going, why the fuck did you Toxic Manaphy? Out. People are just laughing it up here. Out comes Quagsire. Goes for Surf. I go for Surf. Does 54%. Oh, god damn it. It's Stockpile. I mean, look. I still have a jump out. It's okay. I'm going to go for a crit right here. And I get the crit. LOL. Like I said, though, it did not matter. I had jump out in the back if that thing got out of hand. People are in ecstasy about the ending of that battle. Spoiler, chances to survive 1 HP and minimized. How are you all feeling about getting a broom up your ass? +4 Tail Glow, GG, go Solace. Just the battle chat things. RIP saved the day. Kinda wish the fat tree was a real Pokemon now. Yeah, that ladies and gentlemen, is how you beat stall. You realize two things about stall players. Is one, they suck at the game. That's why they use stall. They are not skilled enough to make big time predictions, or at least your average stall player. Good stall players, well, they can play any play style. They're good players. But stall players, they only know how to play stall. They only play with stall, and they don't know how to make predictions. They don't know how to make good teams. They just make fat, and they put fat around, and they're like, this mon seems pretty fat. I'll put it here. Number two is that stall players not only are incredibly bad, but incredibly predictable. You know how I said before, they only use stall. So in a tournament like this, you see that they're using stall. I wonder what team they're going to use next. Could it be stall? Maybe even the same stall team, because they probably only use one goddamn team. Ever. God. Yeah. Yeah, you fucking deserve that. Anyways, don't use stall. Be good, my people. I'll see y'all next time. Peace!